time for a Mk1 Cortina update. Been trying to think of a name for it. The obvious one would be something tomato related. The big tomato, the little tomato, the old tomato, something tomato. Get your suggestions in the comments. First dilemma, wing mirrors. Got some wing mirrors for it, which I was going to put on because I've been reversing it in and out of the workshop. I feel like driving a car without wing mirrors is hard work, and I also think they look weird without wing mirrors. But when researching wing mirrors for the Mk1 Cortina, there's quite a lot of purists that absolutely hate the idea of putting wing mirrors on a Mk1 Cortina. As this car is going to be a giveaway car, someone's going to win it. I don't really want to put the mirrors on just in case the person who wins it might be one of those purists that hates the idea of having the mirrors on there and then wants to take them off, and then there's holes drilled in the doors. So I'm not going to put them on there, although I do think they look quite good on there and make it look more finished. If it was my car, I'd definitely be putting them on. If you're going to buy a ticket, you can feel free to vote whether you want the mirrors on there or not, but I'm at the point now where this is basically ready to go for its first test drive. I've got everything in it working, and this has been potentially off the road for like a good 20 years. It was actually painted in 2012 and then just never got finished, and it was dry stored for years. It's never even been polished, you know, like flat and polished. And it looks good as it is. I'm not going to flat and polish it because every time I've done that in the past I've ended up rubbing through somewhere on my own cars. So again, I'll leave that to the new owner. It looks really good already as it is, in my opinion. The idea with these projects has always been like, you know, buy something that needs finishing and make content around finishing it. But buying something at this stage, it's all the little bits that just take forever. Like the common saying is the last 10% takes 90% of the time, and it's because it does. It's just, you just feel like you're getting nowhere with it. And yeah, it's been you know, it's been a lot of work, but it's getting there. It's nearly there. Right under the engine bay. Again, I can't remember where we were up to last time, but got the original washer bag, which works with a little pump on the dash. Got the original horn, all the original wiring, which as far as I can tell is all original and not been messed with, and yeah, all still in really good condition. Only thing I do need to change is these hoses have started to split just where they're so old, so I need to take those off, and I don't know what they're off of exactly because this is a 1600 crossflow and it would have originally came with a pre-crossflow engine, so I need to just have a look and check if those hoses are the same or not. Something else interesting on this car, which I'm not sure if I showed last time, is that it's got a steering rack conversion on it. And the front cross member is all custom, and it's got all Escort struts, Escort brakes, vented discs, and then it's got like eccentric mounts on here for adjusting your camber in and out as well. So it's yeah, it's all been really well done. A lot of effort has certainly gone into it. And then I'm not sure if that's factory anti-roll bar or not, but yeah, these originally came with a steering box and drum brakes, so we should have decent brakes and much better steering. And as you can see, everything under here is literally brand new, all new braided brake lines. It's got rose, like the rose jointed tie rods like you use on the Escorts, which are spaced down to correct all the geometry for your bump steer and stuff. So yeah, it's been done properly. Can't decide whether to paint the inside of the grille black or not, or whether to leave it silver. I kind of think they do look better black, but then with the colours on this one, I do quite like the silver. And then the bonnet stay, which goes into, I've got the little rubber bush for that and the actual bonnet stay. There must be a clip that goes in there that holds the end of it in place when you're not using it, which I can't find. So if anyone can point me in the direction of exactly what that looks like, that would be helpful. Just got number plates go on. I'm not going to put the front bumper on because I think they look better without them, but I do have that. All the lights are working now. So yeah, looking good. Moving on to the inside. Right, update on the inside. This is where probably actually most of the hours have been sunk into, just trying to get everything working. But now at a point where everything works as it should. Got indicators, lights, dip beam, ball beam. The coolest sounding horn ever. Wipers, just single speed. And then we got pump action water squirters. How cool is that? Got the little cover button for that. One thing I am looking for, if anyone might happen to have one, is the top cowl for the column here. I'm missing that. I'm also missing one of the hoses that goes from the heater box up to this vent. It's a, you know, like a big 3-inch plastic hose that comes in here. Got the left hand one. I'm sure I had that one. I might have lost it when I was moving somehow. Heater's working. Spent ages trying to get that thing working. So that's a pretty cool old thing. Thought it was a wiring issue. It was actually just the fan motor was just stuck where it had just been sat so long. I took the bit off the side and just stuck a screwdriver in there and poked the fan round, and it just off it went, and that was it. Yeah, but most of it's just been sorting the wiring out. We've got these gauges, none of these are wired or working, and we've got temp and fuel in here, and we've also got temp and fuel here. So I think these are out of a Lotus Cortina, and then there's the different dials with the RPM in them as well. The issue is I haven't got the loom that matches that. I don't really want to be cutting all the wiring loom apart. I'd like to try and keep as much sort of factory-ish as I can. So I would put the original piece back in here, but I don't have it. I don't know what was there previously, and this has all been cut out at the back to accommodate this. So yeah, got to do something with that. Got to sort the glove box out because that's just a hole to nothing. There's a piece that goes in behind there, but it's all sort of misshapen. So I'm going to try and see if I can fix that. There's the parcel shelf thing, or whatever you would call that, to go in. Got all the carpets in, and got all these other interior panels in. Just got to clip some of the wiring back underneath once I've finished with what I'm going to do here. Need a gaiter for the gear stick and a gear knob, which I'll probably just make one. Got a new battery in it, so starts on the button. Touching the throttle. Sounds sweet with the new exhaust on it. It does need a little tune up, so I'm probably going to take it over to JMR Racing in Plymouth, just get him to give it a little tune up, and it'd be interesting to see what power it makes. Got brakes, got new seat belts, new seats. What could go wrong? I think I've already showed in the boot and stuff of this car and like how every bit that needs bolting on's been plated. This is the spare wheel clamp thing to hold the spare wheel in tight, with all the, you know, every fixing's like bagged in little bags, and all this has been zinc plated. Everything's powder coated, all new seals, brand new battery tray, you know, all new clamps, cables, brand new fuel tank, like a Cortina. So just going to bolt that bracket in and then take it up the road. Alright, time for the maiden voyage. Now you'll see how it's quite a procedure getting in and out of here. The access isn't great, but everything else about this workshop is great, so this is it's not a big deal. Definitely a bit of air in the brakes still. This is where you really want some wing mirrors. You can actually see the rear corners, like of the boot, like the back corner of the car, so it is actually quite easy to see where you are. Buckle up. Oi. Are actually pretty good, they're just a bit spongy. Actually goes alright. It's a bit kangaroo-y, but I think that's just the carbon's setting up a bit there. Anything that isn't working is the speedo. It's because it's not plugged in. Try that. Speedo. It's got a good turning circle. Look at that. Make a good drift car. Seems to be working. Not sure if the fuel gauge is working. I only put a little bit of fuel in, but success. That's going to be it for this one. Cheers for watching. See you on the next one.